שלום לבני יעקב כל גויים של הארץ, שלום לחי ולמשפחה גם, אשר משתתפים אותי, יהוה ברוך אתה ולמשפחה גם. כאן אסף בנמי קריספין לוי אשר מדבר איתכם. Shalom to all Israelites and Yaakov's sons or Yaakov's children in all corners of the earth. And here the elder Assaf Benami Crispin Levi, and I would like to talk with you about the eternal covenant, the Torah. We're going to read now the items of the Torah. We stopped in the item 194, and now we're going to 195. We're reading about our duties to our fellow men. In the item 194, the poor must be taken care of according to Yahweh's laws. Or being, we must care of the poor people according to the Torah. Devarim, chapter 15, verse 18 to 11. Let's read it. Devarim. Devarim, verses 15, Devarim chapter 15, verse 8 to 11. For you shall certainly open your hand to him and certainly lend him enough for his need, whatever he needs. Be on guard, lest there be a thought of Belial in your heart, saying, the seventh year, the year of release, is near, and your eye is evil against your poor brother, and you give him not, and he shall cry out to Yahweh against you, and it shall be a sin in you. You shall certainly give it to him, and your heart should not be grieved when you give it to him, because for this reason Yahweh your Elohim does bless you in all your works, in all to which you put your hand, because the poor one does not cease from the land. Therefore, I am commanding you, saying, you shall certainly open your hand to your brother, to your poor, and to your needy one in your land. The Eternal One, through Moses, and he speaks about the remission, the year of remission, and the many men and women of hard hearts did not want to give the remission to their brothers' debts. And the Eternal One remembers him that they must give the remission to them according what it has written in the Torah. For you shall certainly open your hand to him and certainly lend him enough for his need, whatever he needs. If we have in our house, provision, meals. We must help our poor brother, because the tzedakah, the charity, is a agreeable thing, belongs before the Eternal One. And you certainly give it to him, and your heart should not be grieved when you give it to him, because for this reason Yahweh your Elohim does bless you in all your works, in all to which you put your hand. Because the poor one does not cease from the land. Therefore I am commanding you, saying, you shall certainly open your hand to your brother, to your poor, and to your needy one in your land. It's very important to help the poor ones, the widows, to help the needed ones. And firstly, our contributions, our maserim, our tithe, and our donations, and our offerings must be given to the Kohen, to the elders that have been teaching the Torah in your places, or by internet. And afterward comes the tzedakot that must be delivered to the poor ones, the widows, the foreigners, and the needed ones. Well, let's see each in the oral law. In Abraham's times, in Yaakov's times, in Job's time. This item 195. Bereshit 43:24. Bereshit 43:24. And the man brought the man into Yosef's house, and gave them water, and they washed their feet, and he gave their donkeys fodder. We can see here this act of Yosef, and he saw his brothers tired because the traveling in the desert. Although his brothers had persecuted him, but he used it with mercy. He used it with the bond. He used it with the goodness to them, and the man Yosef brought the men into Yosef's house and gave them water, and they washed their feet, and he gave their donkeys fodder. And you can see here that this importance of to make the charity in our lives, because like Yeshua said, the charity will triumph in the day of judgment. When you don't reach the blessings of keeping the Torah, and if you make the charity, this will help you in the day of the judgment. because in the seventh millennium, in the Bereshit of the seventh millennium, HaMashiach guarded the Torah. They enter in the land, the promised land, and will be judges, kings, and the priest with Yahushua ben Yosef. And the other dead ones did not live until the 1,000 years. And when finishes the 1,000 years, the seventh millennium, to enter in the eighth millennium, there will be the judgment of white throne. And it's written in Matthew chapter 25, verse 31. Read that. Because I had cold, and you hit at me. I was jailed, and you went to visit me. I was hungry, and you fed me. Oh, Master, when was that? When you make to one of my little ones, you made it to me. Then the importance of to care the poor ones according to the Torah. Well, we're going to read this item 195, in Borich Hadashah, in the Torah in Yahushua's time, Torah in his disciples' time. Matthew chapter 19, verses 21. Matthew chapter 19, verses 21. And Joshua said to him, if you wish to be perfect, go, sell what you have, and give it to the poor, and you shall have treasury in heaven, and come follow me. And this man was a man unscrupulous, a sober, and he was rich, but he didn't help the poor ones. And the man makes a question to Yahushua ben Yosef, good teacher, what good shall I do to have everlasting life? And Yahushua said to him, why do you call me good? No one is good except one, Elohim. But if you wish to enter into life, guard the commandments, or being the Torah. The Torah. Yahushua did not to him to enter in one religion or into one philosophy, but guard the commandment, the eternal covenant, the Torah, like I have been teaching to you. But missed echad, or one commandment to him, to help justly this item 195 that we have been studying. the care with the poor ones according the Torah. Well, Yahweh bless you and your family. Shalom lekulam. Zot habracha shel Zaken Asaf. Yahweh imahem. Shalom, shalom.